Okay, here we go. Level 94 MSQ. In a new zone here. Just got to Dawntrail. And here we are. Do you suppose the first promise in Bakul Jaja will wear matching aprons? I dearly hope so. Drummer, thank you for gifting 5 subs, bro. Nibubu, aka Planet X. That's why I use Afterburner. I don't really even use Precision. I don't even know why I have the fucking thing installed. I don't need either of them. Only 2 claimants can receive keystones from this feat. Intimidating, perhaps, but irrelevant. We shall prevail. The second promise will no doubt have thoughts on how best to proceed. Let us ask for his perspective. The first promise and Bakul Jaja are formidable on the field, but in the kitchen, I think the odds are in our favor. Thanks, Aaronville. Glad to hear from you. I consider myself a connoisseur of all things tasty and Turali, but this is the first I've heard about Xibruqin Pibil. Pibil. Of course it is. For the pairings to be thus decided, the stars align for us indeed. Shut up, Astro. Fucking nerd. Talking about stars aligning and shit. What do you know about that? Sorry. Anyway. I fucking skipped Thancred. He probably would have just said, this is Thancred. How fortunate that this feat's unique stipulations have frustrated Bakul Jaja's attempts to delay us. Serves him right. That's what he gets for endangering my people with his schemes. Why doesn't he just compete fairly? He's plenty strong, and obviously has a mind for strategy, twisted though it may be. I'll never understand him. Maybe Bakul Jaja needs some love. He needs some love. Putting aside our competition for the moment, allow me to express how glad I am for this opportunity to work together. As I see it, our team possesses a distinct advantage. Of course we do. Any team I'm on is bound to succeed. She's wearing on me, chat. She's wearing on me. Precisely. You mean we have the advantage in numbers, yes? Our competition has a team of 6. The 2 claimants, Surreal Ja and Bakul Jaja's lackeys. Whereas we're a team of 9. That's 3 more people we can mobilize. With the task suitably delegated, it should be a brisk affair to learn the recipe and assemble necessary ingredients. Too easy. Well, we mustn't be overconfident, lest we make a careless mistake that could have been easily avoided. Our first order of business should be determining the recipe for Xibruqin Pibil. We can hardly gather ingredients for a dish that we know nothing about. Given the nature of this feat, asking for answers directly may prove less effective than simply observing the daily habits of the Xibruqin people. Let us gather here once we have seen what clues this village has to offer. Being well-intentioned does not exclude you from being fucking annoying. Boom. What the fuck is happening there? They're Chocobros. Segs, you guys are fucking... you guys are fucking. get off the road! That's how you get king crab.
The recipe for Xibruqin? I wish I could tell you, friend. The dish so delicious is meant to be shared. Alas, we are forbidden from divulging anything. Orders from Hanmuruk himself. But your mentioning it has given me a fierce craving. I only hope there's still Xibruq to be had at market.
The person whose chocobo is fighting send me a whisper. It says, I wouldn't call what they were doing fighting. Smiley face. Okay, Megsanai, thanks to the 32-month resub. Standing on the edge of a cenote in the midst of a dense forest, the Xibral's home village has a clearing open to the sky for stargazing. The name of the settlement means red brosh, a fierce beast related to the curl, and this bold shape is painted liberally upon the walls of their wooden dwellings. Do they worship it? I was gonna say that they look like curl. Some of them with their, they have like the whiskers like that. It looks like a curl. So maybe there's a curl god made from their faith, or maybe, you know, something like that. There's some colorful spice. Lighthearted lady. This should be all I need. Okay, well, let me just, can I get that? Can I get that? Can I get that? That one's called achiote. We mostly use it to add a bit of color to our most popular cuisine, but its medicinal benefits are significant as well.
The food ain't ready yet, you hear?
Oh, you aren't here for that. Apologies, I get people breathing down my neck constantly. Like they don't realize a proper meal takes time. That's facts, dude. That's a fact. And that's a fact. Let's go this way. Bol Inen. He's a fan of Salvador Dali for sure. No YouTube stream today? I don't stream FF on YouTube. I only do WoW streams. I only do YouTube streams when I'm streaming WoW. And even then, it's not every time. Our knowledge of weaving has been passed down through generations, and I'm honored to be tasked with teaching it to today's younglings. Ubigo Lancer.
So much for our plan. We ought to cut our losses and head to Mamuk. This feat is nothing but a fool's errand. You're the fool if you think you won't tan our hides for leather if we dare to return without enough keystones. Besides, we've taken from the house cat before. How difficult could a second time be?
What's up, fuckers?
What are you looking at, salt liquor? Mind your own business.
Skedaddle on home, fuckface. Out of here. Probably attuned to the etherite. A salt liquor. You lit liquor. My father was a salt liquor. I'm a pepper sniffer, you fool. Absolutely insulting. Fiat cat. Cat? Really? Every life that we vipers take is precious. It's our responsibility to use every part of the animals we hunt, flesh and bone, blood and sinew, provided they aren't riddled with corruption, that is. Ral Tiokuk. Living so deep in the forest, we're dependent on its blessings to survive. We try to never forget the debt of gratitude we owe and strive to live in the harmony with our surroundings. In harmony with. Cheerful cook. What fun this is! Marie-Ange, what are you thinking about over there? An unusually colored banana peel. Oh no! It appears I've gone and dropped my Najul. I mean, Jatika banana peel. I can barely see it for all the steam issuing from my underground oven. Ah, there's nothing like enjoying a tasty banana while you use the leaves in your cooking. It takes a long time though. You gotta let it cook for fucking ever, bro. You cover this shit up and it cooks for like 12 hours. I think it's even longer than that. It's kind of crazy. I have not, Mr. Tame, no. I have not. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't know what you're referring to. It's inside a banana peel. It's basically a way to do what a modern slow cooker does. Yeah, I mean, except that it imparts a shitload of flavor by using the banana peel and stuff. I would take care not to equate it just to a method of cooking, but also leading to traditional flavors and textures and things like that as well. So it's, I don't know, I feel like it's important to acknowledge that. Sorry, I'm back. What did we discover about Xibruqin? True to your prediction, the villagers were forbidden from educating us, directly. However, many were still preparing... Oh, right, I forgot they're not allowed to tell us. Many were still preparing it as one might a staple dish, and observation of their techniques yielded clues enough. So I get it. A lady blending local herbs and spices was only too happy to describe the ones I didn't recognize, while neither confirming nor denying any relation to Xibruqin. But one in particular she attributed to all common Xibral dishes. Achiote, she called it. I see. And if Xibruqin is indeed a dish as ubiquitous as Alphino claims, we have confirmed our first ingredient. Meanwhile, I did observe a cook burying bundles wrapped in the leaf of Najul, or banana, in certain localities. It would seem the use of subterranean ovens is commonplace. I saw the same. I think we all know what's inside those bundles then, don't you? Xibruqin, without a doubt. A sizzling slab of beef that smelled so good I could practically taste it. The squeaky flesh of a bipedal fish. Xibruqin, without a doubt. A bipedal fish. What? As would be expected of a dish called Xibruqin, indeed. So to summarize, this dish is one of Xibruqin, flavored with a combination of spices that includes achiote, a steamed underground within Najul, and steamed underground within Najul, or banana leaves. It made me think of Sahagin or Namazu, yeah. Given our assumptions are correct, we must now learn where and how to procure our ingredients. As a staple cuisine, its ingredients would be close at hand, which is why Thancred and I scouted the surrounding forests while you are all exploring the village. Between the local vegetation and wild Xibruqin, we should have everything we need in regards to meat and spices. Leave it to a master gleaner. With that, we should next divvy up our tasks. While some other ingredients, others should make ready the kitchen. While some gather ingredients, others should make ready the kitchen. I can help prepare the kitchen. Permit me to assist as well. Our ovens will doubtless require firewood, and I have some experience in its gathering. I too should be glad to volunteer mine aid. Then the rest of us will gather ingredients. I can make quick work of the spices and herbs myself. And herbs myself. Forgot they say the H over there. I'm happy to lead someone to a suitable Xibruq, if they will perform the requisite deed. Alice? As for the Najul leaves, I believe I'm capable of acquiring that much on my own. Be warned, you won't find Najul in these parts. They only grow in the Jatika heartland, forests far below these. Such an excursion may be time-consuming. Perhaps we ought to try bartering first. This feat encourages our communication with the locals, after all. Lamachi, Pyro, if you would accompany me on my errand? On my errandville. Huh. No better way to whet my appetite. Good. Let us be about our tasks then. And the one judging this meal is Gordon Ramsay. Level 100 culinarian shows up. Hasn't leveled any other classes, but has beaten the MSQ. Where's the lamb sauce? Absolutely delicate, beautiful. Fish is cooked beautifully. First of all, let's get that right. Let's get that straight. It's just lacking a bit of finesse. Alphino, master of wood gathering. Too bad it's where his talent ends. Finally, some fucking food. It's fucking raw! Where's the lamb sauce? His limit break is just him throwing you out of the kitchen. You! Fuck off! Lamachi had no specific task assigned to her, so I had her accompany me. No more, no less. Come on, let's go and get those Najul leaves. The sooner we do, the sooner we can eat. A history of violence. Ours is a cycle of hatred. Kona has the look of a man intent on finding bananas. Let us see if there are Najul leaves to be had in town. Perhaps the cook Orianger mentioned might be persuaded to spare us a few. This guy's name is Among Us. Among Us. Huh. Anyone in the chat been playing Elden Ring DLC? Any of you fought Commander Gaius? Worst boss in the DLC so far. Fucking awful boss. Fucking awful boss. Any boss that rides on a mount is fucking awful. And that's a fact. An underground oven? This must be the cook Orianger was talking about. The earth here is indeed fashioned into an oven of sorts. Fascinating. I haven't got there yet. I started the DLC in New Game Plus 5. Same, bro. I'm on like 5 or 6. It's fucking rough. The amount of things that two-shot me is obnoxious. Would you say that devastation was his intention? Oh, it's bad. Also, my friend similarly shares your hatred of mounted bosses. It's so bad, dude. They're so bad. Terrible.
Hello again. Did you need something?
Najul leaves. For purposes other than Xibruqin, naturally. Unfortunately, I've just used up my last pass. Pardon me. You'll have to travel to the lower forest for more. Gulmaji Grove is the source of the finest Najul leaves you'll find. Wild variants you sometimes see in city markets. Can't compare. I see. I'd hope to avoid such a lengthy venture, but if there's no other way to obtain our ingredient, then to the Jatika Heartland we shall go. Allow me to save you the trip. Traveling there requires that you go through the Tienbeck Traverse, but it is caved in. Due to the recent storm, I expect. What? But that means we can't get our Najul leaves. No shit, Will Clement. But we can't we? If there were no other way of procuring them, you would have suspended this feat. Or else altered its objective. Perhaps. Anyway, I have apologized for the interruption, but having overheard your conversation, I felt compelled to chime in. That's very kind of you. Any last-minute advice you'd be willing to share? Only to undertake the feat of repast with an empty stomach. You may find Xibruqin to be a delicious but daunting dish to finish. I can't wait! Rolana was... So I fought Rolana at like 5 or 6 fragments. Rolana... I thought Rolana was... I don't think Rolana was that hard. I think Mesmer's way harder than Rolana, personally. Yeah, I think Mesmer's way harder. Rolana's blades are probably some of the best weapons in the DLC, though. I'm pretty sure I found the best weapon in the game, though. I found this thing called, it's like this black sword that's like a thrusting sword. It's a great sword. And its special attack is called, like, Piercing Light or, like, White Light or something. And you, like, lunge forward, like, 10 fucking yards. It's really far. And then the secondary hit is an explosion of light. And it hits hard as fuck, dude. It hits so hard. And it's a piercing weapon, so... It's the Meteor Sword. Yeah, it's very good. I think it's the I think so far, of everything that I've used, it's the best weapon in the game. It's very good. It's so good. But yeah, anyway. Still, if there are no leaves here, and we can't travel for more, how are we supposed to gather all our ingredients? These feats are meant to deepen our understanding of the peoples and cultures of Tudialal. So perhaps there's something about Xibruqin that we have yet to learn. Something of significance other than its recipe or ingredients. Oh, I see. Like who was the first to make it. Its history. That sort of thing. If it's Yukdale's history you're interested in, you should start with the Old War. Between Xibral and the Mamulja, right? Mamulja. These forests have borne witness to centuries of warfare, the evidence of which remains a scar upon the earth. To know the end of that bloodshed is to know Xibruqin. Huh? What does Theme de Bruck have to do with bloodshed? Precisely the question we must answer. Vexing though such a detour may seem, I can think of no other way to approach this feat. In that case, you may wish to visit the site of a settlement ruined by the war. The village of Ilion-Nassau. It lies a short distance to the east. The village of Ilion-Nassau. Understood. Thank you for the help. Come, let's go and see this place. My big fat taco limit break bar is full. Huh. Be back in a fat minute? Is that what that means? Be back in a fat minute. We are now traveling to the east. Oh, and I finally found my way. That was an interesting music change. I finally found my way to the lower level of the map on Elden Ring. I finally got down into like the water canyon in the middle. There's two really large portions of the map that I can't figure out how to get to though. There's a northeastern portion that's all green and I don't know how to get there. And then there's a southern portion that's still covered by the map fog that I don't know how to get to. It's like really south. So. But I'm really liking the DLC. I enjoy it. I'm max level in that game, so I'm glad that the DLC kind of scales to your level. This music is Rock Tika Greywood 2, the Lahiquel. The DLC's neat, but man, a bit too much feels empty, like it's big and open, but exploring it doesn't have anything of value. Yeah, I felt that way too. There's like a couple caves and stuff here and there, but it definitely is not as of the same kind of quality as the base game. I spent so long looking for map fragments that I cleared the areas before even finding the maps. Same, Gummy Grim. Same. The area that you go to burn the ceiling tree, I did all that without the map, obviously, because I didn't know how to get to it. Or you just find a recipe book. I have noticed that. A lot of recipe books just hanging out in the middle of nowhere. Rising Sun, thank you for the Prime Gaming sub. Megsonite, I am enjoying the story. Thank you so much for the 32-month resub, and I'm sorry that I didn't say anything about that when you first resubbed. Everyone knows there was a war between the Mamulja and Xibruqin, but, I may have forgotten some of the details. The village of Ilion-Nassau must be further east. Let us continue with haste. For all we know, our competitors may be on our heels. I like FF music. Sometimes it makes me tired. Can't watch too much because you're ahead of me in the story, but I can't wait to watch once I've caught up. I hope you enjoy it. And I appreciate you supporting, even if you can't watch. That means a lot to me. Your growing annoyance with Wuklamat makes me anticipate your ultimate dissection of the character. Yeah. I want badly to have positive opinions at the end, but I'm beginning to grow worried. I'm beginning to grow worried. I think that there's still opportunity. We're still in level 94 MSQ. We've only just defeated Zodiark, you know? Things are still picking up. You know, there's lots of opportunity here. But Hey, level 95. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Huge. I tend to listen to a lot of the soundtracks on YouTube at work. Had a coworker hear some of the twinning and was like, what is that? And I said, twinning. And she just nodded and acted like she knew what that was. She did not know what that was. What the fuck? Roaming necrosis. That's lovely. Whoa, forest fire. The Xibruqin Cinder Field. For many years, the savage war between the Xibruqin and the Mamulja raged back and forth across this scarred stretch of land. Siege armaments and defense works yet litter the field decades after the conflict's end, and even the forest greenery seems hesitant to reclaim its ashen expanse. That's nicely written. Damn, it's the dead scar. The dread, what is it? Dead scar? Dread scar? I never remember. I'm so tired of the Wuklamont discourse. It's fine to dislike her, but so many takes are by people who don't like the style of story being told and are taking that out on her because she's the focus. I mean, that's not what my critique is, so... This place turned me into a Brit. This place feels forgotten by time. Can I get a voiced cutscene, please? So this is the village of Ilion Asso, or what's left of it. It was a place of light and life. My great-grandfather called it home, in fact. Oh, that was Wook Evu. Wook Evu! I didn't know you were in Dawntrail. I was picking up lumber from Xibruqin when I heard the third promise was on her way to this site of deep historical significance. I immediately saw another opportunity to be of service, and so followed you here. Wukavu is a shipwright who came to our aid during the Feat of Reeds. A pleasure. You are a member of the Third Promise's retinue, I presume. For the moment, I suppose I am. My name is Kona. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Kona. Now that's a good name. A familiar name. Where have I heard? Kona! As in the second promise of Tuliolal? To think that I addressed the Dawn Servant's own son as some common retainer! Such disrespect cannot be excused! Please, take up your gun and... Oh, come on, not this again! I take no offense, so please do not dwell on it. Alright then, I shan't dwell on it. And right on cue! At least he's consistent? I understand you wish to learn about Xibruqin. While I am forbidden by the Xibral rocks to rush to divulge any information regarding its preparation, I would be happy to share what I know of Dawntrail's history. We'd appreciate that. In its most basic sense, the conflict between Xibral and Mamulja was one of land. The Mamulja live in the lower forest, where the thick canopy obscures the sun and the soil is unforgiving to crops. This drove them to covet the upper forest, the home of the Xibral, and they launched a determined campaign to seize it for themselves. Yet advantage ever favors higher ground, and the Xibral forces held the upper hand against the invaders, rebuffing them time and again. But as the state of this village would attest, the tide eventually turned. What brought it about? Something you know all too well. Blessed siblings. Galul Jaja. You must understand. The Mamulja were once a people as much at war with themselves as they were with others. The Hubigo, Bunewa, and Dopro each sought to assert dominance over the others, even as they engaged the Xibruqin in battle. In an effort to strengthen bonds and discourage infighting, Hubigo and Bunewa leaders arranged a marriage between their children. However, this political measure altered the course of history in ways no one could have ever imagined. It was long believed that partners of differing clans could not have children together. But then it happened. A child arrived who shared the blood of Hubigo and Bunewa both. A two-headed Mamulja. Blessed with tremendous physical strength and magical prowess, he grew into a mighty warrior before eventually arising as the first autarch, ruler of all three clans. Such qualities would dispose anyone to leadership, character notwithstanding. Under the autarch's rule, the newly united Mamulja became a force to be feared, and the war soon came to a head. I think it best you see the results firsthand. Let us visit another battlefield. I'm turning into a fucking Russian. Fucking fuck. Let us visit another battlefield from that time, and there I shall continue the tale.
But be sure to bring the vodka.
You can't really talk about your opinion on the MSQ without talking about Wook Lamont. I get that it can be tiring, but it wouldn't be this way if the writers didn't decide to give so much screen time to Wook, whether you like her or not. It's true. It's just a weird conversation because they're telling a specific type of story, and Wook is the protagonist. People saying the story would be better with less Wook is like saying God of War would be better with less Kratos. It doesn't work. Right. Like, the story that you're trying to tell is reliant upon the archetype of the character. When we went to Garlemald, we were robbed of glorious Russian accent! And that's a crime. I also read Ishikawa doesn't write for 14 anymore, so that's kind of sad. You mean it doesn't Wook? Ishikawa was actually in charge of the entire writing team? That's what I thought. I thought she got, like, a promotion.
By the 12.
What happened here? Are you fucking kidding me, Wook Lamont? Did you pay any fucking attention? What do you mean, what happened here? Voice?
This is where most battles were fought between the Xibruqin and Mamulja, the Shobrit Cinderfield.
A field of cinders, indeed. How fierce their clashes must have been.
The war over these lands began after the Yokui's departure some 500 years ago.
Yokui.
And for 4 centuries thereafter, the two enemies repaid violence with violence. A constant stream of minor skirmishes, punctuated by massive slaughter.
Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years ago.
Accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawn Servant opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
Well, to be accompanied by a retinue of 6 and all
at full
this. Come
strength,
on.
and now this.
Who's gonna end up being the Dawn Servant?
It was during this armistice that both sides gathered for negotiations at the Dawn Servant's behest.
There's such an imbalance, at least that's how I see it, that no matter the protagonist, it would have been an issue. You mean it's just how much they're on the screen in that way?
For too long, you have been bound by your ancestors' violent legacy. It is past time you broke free of it.
Tell that to the Scale Scum! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours! If not for their greed, we'd be living in peace!
Buff your tails and scurry off, then! Cowards like you ill-deserve the bounty of this forest.
Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives.
It's cool to see who he's got with
Tell
him.
me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance? You do not. And why should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us.
Till they come to you.
Not until those affairs come to Tural, like our honored visitor here.
He's from across the ocean.
I've been to the ocean before, and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see. What sort of vessel could possibly reach its end?
That such technology exists is indisputable, as is foreign powers' awareness of Tural. If any such country were to develop a taste for Turali soil and bring to bear the might of innovations we can only imagine, what do you suppose happens then? You do not know the warlords of the East, but you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest. By joining hands, we might create a unified front, an alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe. There is no greater proof of these than my companions and I. Alone we are weak, but together we triumphed over Valigarmanda.
What? You defeated the Sky Ruin? I'd take you for a liar if the sting of our own defeat wasn't still fresh.
Their coordination was indeed impressive. How the Pelu stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our ballistas. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. In seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths.
Those strengths are born of cooperation. The guiding principle of the nation we envision.
But our feud has lasted for centuries. How do you expect us to join hands now?
Ha ha! Give us an evening to convince you.
And so began that legendary banquet. One would not expect sworn enemies to abruptly drink to each other's health, and, indeed, a tense silence hung over the venue. But then, the Dawn servant called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the Mamulja partook of spiced meat, and the Xibruqin steamed najul. Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present, each side impressed by the other's dish. Seeing this, the Dawn servant laughed and declared once more. Their flavors, he said, would be even better combined, and he proceeded to help them prepare the new creation.
That's Xibruqin, I'd wager.
Yep.
It is a marriage of Xibruqin and Mamulja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation. The Dawn servant had asked for a single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights. So delicious was their repast. In the end, a peace accord was reached, and the Dawn servant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward.
Ignorance begets a strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
What are you laughing at, Titus?
Sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd. It's somehow so very papa, I couldn't help but laugh.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Now then, I trust you understand the significance of Xibruqin and the history it has written.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the story with us. What's wrong? Someone was there, you say?
Perhaps our competition is cooking up some scheme or another.
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
My character's fucking sussing some shit out right now, bro. My character's seeing shit I'm not even seeing. I never imagined our father was instrumental to Xibruqin's invention. I hope I have been of sufficient service to the third promise. Papa really did live up to his words. He traveled the land and learned about our people's myriad cultures. And we're doing the same now. History of violence. It's thanks to Wukevu that we were able to learn this for his history. That's twice now that he's helped us. To think that we might never have met him if we hadn't thought to fix the float. Feat of repast. Bananas still weigh heavy upon Kona's mind. Bukevo's given us valuable insight into the origins of Xibruqin. However, we're still no closer to procuring the necessary Najul leaves. Unless... Tell me, was that historic feast commemorated in some fashion? With a monument, for instance? Indeed it was. Allow me to show you. 224 yalms to the north. Okay. Fuck this slow ass mount. Let me get on my pay to win mount. Not the fire mount. The cinder fields have had enough. I mean, fuck them. They had this whole lake right here. They didn't think to use it. Let me learn about this lake, actually. It's beautiful. Just kidding. That's an ether current, not a lookout point. Oh no, another phoenix. I think that's a phoenix, but for Pearl, thanks for the tier 2 for 34 months. Rides in on his fire mount. Good luck, fuckos. It's one of the lakes of all time. It is indeed a lake of all time. Not the random underground Mario music. Yeah, I just slip into it sometimes. Start hitting you with really corny, stupid Mario puns like his overalls are made out of denim, denim, denim. Peak entertainment. And there's another one. Can these lead to underground caves and shit? Tunnel systems and stuff? What does Kona want with a monument? You're such a dumbass, Wukelmot. It's only speculation, but I dare to hope. The truth is, I don't know what he wants with it either, Wook. I have no idea. Oh, cool, okay. Here it is. Offered up by the two factions, these weapons symbolize their vow that they would never again raise arms against each other. Since this feat demands a journey through history, I thought it only logical that a monument like this might steer us true, especially one at the heart of so significant a battlefield. Lamachi, Pyro, would you help me search this area for clues? Sure. Man, these follow bots are real weird. So weird, bro. Anyway, someone said, what console do you play Mario Kart on in France? Nintendo Wii. What happened to Mario's cart when he parked it in a non-parking zone? It got towed. What's Mario's favorite theater play? Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia! Whoa, 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 whoa. Yahoo! Oh, someone buried a box. Well, well. I would have been satisfied to find only a hint. But here they are. Fresh Najul leaves. What? Hunmu Rock's doing, I'd wager. There's a poetry in hiding them on this battlefield, given that it was central to the war they helped end. Ah, clever. So he planned all this from the start. Thank you again, Wukevu. We wouldn't have found these leaves without your help.
It was my honor to render assistance. And with apologies to present company, allow me to offer my encouragement as well. Third promise.
Ever since I witnessed your performance at the feet of reeds, I have been certain that you are the claimant most worthy of leading our nation. All devised solutions to the Hanuhanu's ailing crops, but you alone sought to know their culture and revive Ihihana, even if it seemed unrelated to your task. In my humble opinion, no one cares more for the people of Tuliolal and what they hold dear. Wow. Should you again require the historical musings of an old shipwright, I am ever at your service. Now for now, I take my leave. Cannot argue with that. We have what we need. Let us return to Igbrash. When Mario was arrested, he asked his friends to delete his Bowser history. Addly doodly. Huh. Hey, Cloud. I noticed that you're in the south of Xibruqin Cinderfield, Cloud. There's a nearby tower, Cloud. Can you go and get it, Cloud? If you don't get it, Cloud, I'm gonna take some AI and ram it up your ass, Cloud. I'm gonna turn you into lightning, Cloud. I don't know what that means, but I said it. Oh, fuck! I will make a AI girlfriend. Wait, an AI female part of myself that... What the fuck is this? Oh, this is the cave. That's collapsed from the storm. What? Fuck! It's 17 yalms south? Where is it? It must be up on the cliff above me. Aaronville declared to not fall into cenote, and thus it was Pyro could not do it, even on purpose. Yeah, Aaronville said it, he spoke the law. It is up. How can you see? It's not even on camera. Anyway, so yeah, I think it's over here. Pitcher weed, huh? There it is. I still think the ether compass should have up or down indications. This damn current. Oh, I'd fall into a death pit for sure. Immediately. So I'm just gonna say it. This, like... And maybe there's more to come, but this half of this zone here is empty. Like, I understand that this is a battlefield and all, but, like, there's nothing over here. It's, like, kind of interesting. There's just nothing. And having some untamed jungle's fine, but maybe it'll change, though, because you often come back to the zones later. Something like that. It's like a thing. be right back. I just have to use the restroom real quick. You're smiling at. When I went to fill my water bottle, the ice dispenser on the fridge was set to water. And, yeah. It got all over the place. It's everywhere. Anyway. VicChat, thank you very much for the Prime Gaming sub. Narcissus, thank you very much for the 21. Appreciate that. Thank you. All right. You have to wonder whether Wukevu is actually a historian and not a shipwright. You have to wonder. Am I a streamer, Wooklamont, or am I a video game lore historian? What am I? Or both. What the fuck? Uh-oh. Well, that doesn't look good. Just not gonna say anything about the flying crab. Oh, he's been doing it long enough. I don't see it anymore. I'm glad we were successful. The others should be back soon, I expect. I hope so. I'm famished. Wait. You're a pyromancer. I heard pyromancer so many times, bro. Heard that a lot over the years. How did everyone fare? We got the Najul leaves. Wukevu came along and helped us find them. Why are you looking at Kono when you said that? Wukevu was here. I would have liked to say hello. Yes, he gave us an important history lesson. Okay. How does this game have such good music all the time? That Gulul Jaja brought an end to centuries of warfare surprises me little. But to achieve said peace through cuisine is something else entirely. Leave it to my old man to find the oddest of solutions. But how about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready? Everything should be in order. Urianger and I made another tour of the village and borrowed the cooking utensils we need. With no mention of what we needed them for, of course. We'll figure it out. I'm a level 90 culinarian. And I'm pleased to report that we are stocked with the finest firewood this forest had on offer. Thanks, Alphano. Spoken like a true expert. Alice knows. She's like, yeah, okay. Erinville and I found our Xibruqin, so we should have meat aplenty. It was a spirited creature, so much so that its hunter fell down a cenote trying to catch it. What part of never speak of this to anyone did you not understand? It's embarrassing. Go figure she would fall in. A little foreshadowing of that earlier. I picked a good portion of local herbs, with particular attention to the seeds that yielded achiote. I'm told our resident astrologian divined the appropriate measurements for the seasoning as well. He divined them? Our astrologian divined the appropriate measurements. That's really interesting. Is he hitting up the boy Thaliak for that, bro? What's he doing for that? He hitting up, what's the Earth one, bro? Alfiq? What do you got? Scales going? You hitting up Nald Thal? Probably Nald Thal.
Aye. Through further inquiry did I determine the ideal balance of spices.
He's just asking the homies like, yo, you guys ever seen? Any idea? You don't have to know how to make it, but like, can you help me out on measurements here? Come on. He couldn't ask, so he did the next best thing. Then all that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume that at least one among us is versed in the culinary arts. I can hardly claim profound skill, as I have cooked for myself. You can leave the rest to me. Are you fucking kidding me? What did I level Cull for, huh? Where did I spend all those hours slaving away in front of a hot stove in this video game so that I could have so the Cryle could cook it? What? That's outrageous! I'm the best cook in Eorzea. I proved it. Who the fuck are you, Cryle? You can't even reach the stove. And you, I hope. As I recall, you are an accomplished culinarian. Oh, I'm sorry, Cryle. Idiot sandwich! Idiot! That's my FFXIV experience in a nutshell. Reacting to one line, and then immediately having it followed up with another line. It's honestly partly why you can't speculate in this game, because every time that they give you like an interesting thing to think about, the very next line they're explaining it, and that's great, because then anyone can understand it. But it also sucks because there's nothing to speculate about, except Silver Tear Lake. We talk about that a lot, which is fun. Actually, if you guys haven't seen it, there's a speculation video talking about Silver Tear Lake and Falls and Hydaelyn and the 12 and the Omphalos and all sorts of stuff like that on the Final Fantasy YouTube channel. If you guys check out our FF YouTube channel, it's right there. We've been putting out FF content, and there'll be more coming out. Not just VODs, but it's actually like cut down videos and stuff like that now too. So for people that are after more FF content from the channel here, that's a good place to find it. And I thought that video was fun discussion, fun stuff to talk about. So. Also, what happens when you go to space from one of the shards? I should do a video on that too, because I have thoughts on that too, how that works, and you know what was actually copied during the Sundering and that kind of stuff, and like how the Ethereal Sea works in that regard too. So yeah, lots of fun stuff. Anyway, back to this. I am an accomplished culinarian. That's correct. Oh, my mouth is watering already. That was a cute little animation. That was cute. It was very bouncy. I feel like that didn't used to look like that. Without further delay, then. Myths of the Realm was so good. Ugh. Myths of the Realm. Myths of the 12 read, probably. Myths of the Realm read. Not gonna top the epic. Oh yeah, that was. I don't know if I'll ever. Yeah, I had that read. I had that read like a book. The only thing that was a surprise to me at all was Eulogia.
So good.
Everything else. Oh, and then Derek. Good. You know that decision at the end.
I shall prepare our sample.
But that was such a good raid, dude. Fuck. That'll be one of my best predictions probably ever. And I didn't have a ton of different iterations on it. I was pretty sure about how it would go.
Stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Bakul Jaja. No one cares what you think.
Shit! Act tough all you like. Victory
so no one
will
gives
be
a
ours.
fuck what you think. Shut up. No one here even likes you. You don't even go here. Shut up.
It's ready.
Bitch. I like that sass. You're fucking owned. Do they seriously just look like tacos?
Apologies for the
Are
wait.
you fucking kidding me?
We submit to you our Xibruq pibil.
You know, there's more Latin foods in the world than just tacos.
This looks amazing.
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to
Chalupa.
cook the spiced meats favoured by the Xibruqin. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Well said, Kryle. He's gonna Gordon Ramsay the fuck out of this. Absolutely.
Both the
Perfect.
ingredients and your methods
Cooking the salmon's
appear to have been
phenomenal.
correct.
Let's get that straight away.
Now then,
Now, you've gone with a traditional Xibruq Pibil. Oh my god, it's tiny in his hand. Little taco. Little.
in taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Xibruq Pibil admirably.
Thank you.
Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoctel's history of violence and your father's role in ending it. Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants.
Dawn
And for
servants.
I commend you.
Wow. That was...
All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Do I get to have some?
This is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment. Ours is also a faithful example of Xibruq Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
He actually put that shit in his mouth. You see that shit?
I see.
He saw it.
While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
Did they not cook it in the
But
bananas underground?
The meat was marinated and spiced before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Xibruq Pibil.
You didn't wrap it in the bananas, bitch!
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
Sucks to suck.
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves! You can't fault us!
Huh.
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed, they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
Ugh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Xibruq Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive keystones.
We're gonna get in a fight now. This is not good.
This was stupid anyway.
His ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
It's weird that Kryle's picking up on that.
What do I care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
Like, why don't we see that? Like, we're pretty special, Heidelin, stuff as well, too, You have the echo and shit too.
This is
I guess she's always been
delicious.
more in tune with like speaking the language and understanding the language of beasts and
so
stuff.
tender it melts in your
But-
mouth, and the way the najou leaf rounds out these spices is sublime.
52 months. We
This is the taste of harmony.
We
Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
Oh, come on. Oh my god. The way she's like holding it out and shit.
Choke on your harmony.
Damn, bro.
Come.
Mikoto saw the
Finish with
future?
me.
No, I get it. I
That
get
too
it.
is part of the feat.
I guess she just can like read minds
Don't
now
have
or
to tell me
hear.
twice.
It's interesting. I didn't know that she exhibited that behavior before at all. Has she ever had the ability to like see people's thoughts like that? Oh, it's their feelings? That's why Fordola got so fucked up in Forward because she found how much people hated her?
You've got real culinary talent. If you ever tire of adventuring, you can always be my personal chef.
Okay, that makes sense then. I'm not being a personal
Was
chef.
Palatable enough,
First off,
I suppose.
fuck you. I'll cook every now and again, but come on. Personal chef, you can't pay me enough. Come on.
To you,
That'd be kind of a
who
sick
have
job
successfully performed
if you got
the
paid
feat
enough.
of repast.
I think cooking can be
I
pretty fun.
present these keystones.
Cleaning up just fucking sucks. Cleaning up's the worst part of cooking. I try to clean up as I cook. That way when I'm done, I have very little to clean up.
Only
I think
one
cooking's
feat
fun.
left.
And when you make something really good, it's like, damn. Something to be proud of, you know? And then when someone else has it, and they're like, damn, this is good. And then you're like, man, that makes me feel good. Food's a cool, powerful thing.
Well,
Something
I
we
should
all
get
share.
going then.
So it's understandable how they would use it in this situation, you know? We saw a similar thing with Garlemald. Sometimes prep can be very tedious, but it's worth it. When you prep properly, it is tiring, but it's tedious, but it's worth it. It can really make or break a
I'm
dish.
glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others.
Oh, Kona.
We can do better than that, surely.
I like this trio. I like that a lot. In my opinion, so far, that's been one of the best things about
The sixth keystone
Dawntrail.
is ours.
That trio right
Thanks for
there.
all your help, everyone.
I love the boys.
I forgot something important.
They're always, yeah, they're always my favorites. I'm relieved that our dish was well received. We need to start considering how to reclaim that keystone from Bakul Jaja. Yeah, we're gonna have to kick his ass. Depriving the first promise of a keystone is a crucial victory indeed. One final feat remains. After this one, I hardly know what to expect. Oh, fuck. About to get crazy, motherfucker. Okay, here we go. That was so good. I'm already looking forward to having Xibruqin again. Hey, here, Pyro. Kryle made me more using leftover ingredients. You'll love it. I'm thinking to buy more for the road myself. Now that the feat of repast is over, the villagers should be free to offer it to us, right? Nice, dude. I do get to have some. Nice. Vitality, gear durability bonus, XP bonus, and direct hit bonus. Is that normal? Gear durability bonus. That's interesting. Oh, it's a housing item. Tabletop. Oh, okay. Okay, that's kind of confusing. But I see. I believe that I see. Whatever. 3. Any new dialogue? Nope. Buklamat, though. Feet of the Brotherhood, here we come. A father's grief. The next feat awaits, and Alphino would have you on the road as soon as possible. Weren't the Exarch sandwiches also a housing item? I don't know. Probably. Seeing as we now face the penultimate objective of the rite, it would be wise to travel to Mamuk and undertake the feat of the Brotherhood without delay. Wise, yes, but impossible. The Tienbeck Traverse, which connects the upper forest to the Jatika heartland, is still impassable. Fuck! Is there no other route? I could climb over that fucking landslide of boulders, bro. That's bullshit. I went and saw it myself. It was only like 6 feet fucking tall. We could climb over it. I could throw Kryl over. It's fine. We can do it. I'm afraid not. Work to clear the path is underway, though, so I'm hopeful we can resume our journey soon. Do we go back to fucking Yogg-Turaul? Then let us each use this time as we see fit. Oh, so in other words, I'm gonna get pulled away into something that I didn't fucking volunteer for while you guys all get to do what the fuck you want to do. Is that what's going on? I, for one, would like to explore the village's surrounds. If Erenville would oblige me with a tour. Very well. I have no other engagements. Then I will come with you, if only to prove that I am capable of keeping my footing. Gotta prove him right, huh? Kryl, and me, you, and Wuklamat. Though I shouldn't rejoice in our delay, it does afford me an opportunity to look into my grandfather's purported visit to Yogg-Turaul. Oh, that's right. Mablu did say something about a foreign mage coming through here decades back, didn't she? I'll come with you. Want to join us, Pyro? Yeah, actually I do. Let us reconvene here after our respective diversions. As I recall, the merchant met my grandfather at a market in Yogg-Turaul some 20 years ago. Any who might reliably remember him must therefore be at least middle-aged. Let us make inquiries where we can. Must be at least middle-aged. Well, this seems like a trap. This seems like a trap. I'm not about to go around and start guessing people's age, am I? Oh, you look middle-aged. Do you know about this mage from 20 years ago? Grizzled villager. Okay. Got any ideas for what force Azeroth will take once it hatches? Creation. Creation and destruction. The ultimate manifestation of power in the WoW universe. Probably draconic. She'll probably have aspects of everything. But as one, they may take on their own form. So I would definitely say creation and destruction. Something that we may not have seen fully manifest before. Closest manifestation of it, probably Sargeras. Okay, here we go. I hope someone in Xibruqin knows something. This fellow looks promising. Definitely older than I am. A foreign mage. 20 years ago. Yes, I remember him. It's not often we get visitors from across the salt, let alone those traveling with infants. A baby girl, as I recall. I only saw him in passing, mind. If anyone were to know more, I'd wager it would be Hanmu Ruk. He was always Xibruqin Rosh then. He was already Xibruqin Rosh then. A baby girl? It couldn't have been... Thank you, sir. That information is very helpful. Was she a baby or was she just small? Just kidding. It's obviously suggesting Kryl. It's like what you guys, I don't know. Was anyone here for my stream when I played through World of Warcraft, The Burning of Teldrassil? You guys remember, if you were here for that, there was a gnome standing over in a corner. And I ran up to it as the tree is burning. I was like, oh my god, no, not the kids. And as I got closer, I realized it was a gnome. It was pretty hilarious. I don't know, yeah. It's also clipped on the channel somewhere, but it was fucking hilarious. Which mount is that? E4S. Eden's fourth savage fight. Titan! So Hanmuruk has been Shibrash Rash for over 20 years. That's before I was even born. So Wuklamat is not 20. So she's less than 20. That's before I was even born. Wuklamat's a zoomer. Congratulations. This may be the very lead I was hoping for. Hello again. Do you require assistance? A foreign mage passed through Xibruqin roughly 20 years ago, possibly carrying a young child. Do you remember him? Why do you ask me this? Who is this man to you? He may have been my grandfather, and I wish to know what brought him here. Your grandfather? Not by blood, but he is family nonetheless. The foreign mage did indeed visit Xibruqin. Master Galuf. Damn, there you go. So far as his identity is concerned, I trust you are satisfied? More than that, however, I cannot say. Why not? I simply cannot. I beg your forgiveness and understanding. Okay, so Galuf obviously planned this. So Galuf told him not to say anything. That's why that's why he sent the fucking ear. That's why the earring arrived. So that's why the earring thing was happening here as well. Yeah, so he said it's all. So this is like a dual, I think anyway, this is like a dual story happening here of not just Galul Jaja setting up this whole thing. That's what's happening right now. This is clearly he knew. But Galuf doing the same thing. Maybe even together. More likely than not, considering how we know directly that they were allies. So Kryl, this is I almost feel like this is like meant to be happening to Kryl. Like this is almost like one of those I wouldn't call it a prophecy, but like a prophecy. You know? Without an oracle. It's not a prophecy. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just been planned. Very well. I will not press. And if that's the case, how the fuck were they able to predict? That's wild. Unless Galuf's still alive. Maybe Galuf's inside the Golden City. Maybe he found it and put himself into the Matrix. Found that bit. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for confirming his presence here. The rest I will discover myself. Out of more general curiosity, I have another question. They say the Yokui once dwelled in these forests. Where was that, exactly? General curiosity indeed. But yes, before they withdrew to Urkopacha some 5 centuries ago, the Yokui claimed Yaktiel as their own. Many of their architectural remains can be found in the lower forest, the Jatika Harlan. And that's where they must have had their visions. Thank you. That answers much and more. I understand what it means to long for one's family. So believe me when I say that, though my position forbids me from aiding you further, I wish you nothing but success. My position forbids me from aiding you further. Come on, bro. By helping the third promise find the Golden City, you will surely find the answers to your questions. This is why there is no room for speculation in this fucking game, bro. Because they basically spell it out to you in the next fucking dialogue lines. Fuck! Fuck. It's like it's so obvious. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just being too confident, but it's very obvious. It's very predictable, I think. And one of the things here is that we're gonna be assuming, oh, fabled golden city, you know, city of old native peoples or you know, whatever. And it's like, we wouldn't, they couldn't possibly have hyper advanced technology. No, not over here. Like, come on, bro. Speaking of which, I have a query of my own for you, Pyro. May I request a moment of your company? Sure. Go on, we'll wait for you. What? You know that I know that you know? Or do you know that I know that you know that I know you? Do you know me? Do you know that I know that you know me that I know you? Hmm? You know... So in order to get my answers, I need to find the Golden City. Well, that was my intent from the first. I'll do everything in my power to make it happen. Yeah, I know you will. And Galuf did too. But go on and see what Xibruqin needs. I was wondering if one of you was gonna say, what the fuck you doing? I need this barding so fucking bad, bro. Do I have enough? I might almost have enough. I think it's like 650. Thank you for obliging me. First, let us head to the cenote behind this village. Teach me something, bro. Teach me about how this goes underground and how you can use it to traverse to this other fucking area, dude. Tell me. Wow. Uh-huh. It was my intention to see you off without saying anything, but Mistress Krau's plea has softened my resolve. As the leader of our community, I'm gladdened to see that the Third Promise has surrounded herself with such compassionate and trustworthy companions. Will you tell me of her journey thus far? Is that so? It seems the rite has been a source of great learning and growth for Wuklaman. It does me well to hear that. Who are you? My daughter would be about her age. Girls are rarely born amongst the Xibruqin. So when she arrived, the village was elated. Such joy I felt when first I held her, and pain when I found her at the bottom of a cenote. 3 years old. An accident, it was said. But I knew better. She had been pushed. But we never caught them. A suspicious figure was seen fleeing towards the Jatika Harlan, towards Mamuk. Once bitter enemies, the Mamuja and Xibruqin had learned to live in peace. But who could doubt the intent of such a reprehensible act? By targeting the child who would one day lead her people, criminals sought to undermine the future of the Xibruqin. I was determined not to let them succeed. And so I let the memory of my daughter die in that cenote, and gave her into the care of the one person I knew could protect her. Dawn servant Galul Jaja. Though she was born to lead the Xibruqin, fate had a greater plan for Wuklaman. Only the Dawn servant and I know the truth. But I must now take you into my confidence for one reason. If the villain who attempted to murder my daughter was indeed of Mamuk, then rancor towards the Xibruqin still burns. Was it Zoral Ja? Or was it that other motherfucker, that two-headed motherfucker? Bakul Jaja. Probably, because he actually comes from the Mamuk, right? He's their champion. I was caught off guard once. I will not suffer the same tragedy again. So I ask you, not as the Dawn Servant's elector, but as a father, to watch over the third promise. Defend her from her enemies that may be lurking in shadow. Will you do this for me? Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuli Alal, but a concerned father. He's echoing the words. Suffice it to say, this conversation must remain between us. Pray breathe not a word of this to anyone. A father's grief. That one kind of hit. That one kind of hit. I was on the brink of getting choked up there a couple times. It's definitely a little harder when you're reading the lines yourself. Yeah. I think it was just a random salty mamul. It happened many years ago. It could just be a random salty mamul. Or because they didn't identify who it was, there's a chance that it's someone that we know. And considering that we have people of the Mamuk that are not necessarily fans, I feel like it's set up for a possibility. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but to discount it, you know. I feel like in stories, a lot of times when they are pointing little things like that out, they're doing it with the intent of making you think about the possibility of who it could have been. I could be wrong though. So just like in Baja, female Rothgar are meant to rule their clans. Plot twist: Jay was the one who pushed Baby Wukamon into the cenote. It was Emmett Selk, taking a stand. Hunmuruk stands quietly, his expression one of old pain. Recalling the past has rendered me emotional. I require a moment to compose myself, but please do not keep the third promise waiting. I feel better having spoken with you. My thanks. That was nice. And we were being spied on by a Mamul, by the way. One of Bakul Jaja's little whelps. So, you know. You know. You know. You know. Yeah, you know what's up, my dude. Sorry. All part of the plan since FF3. For long and long have we known how this story would end. Oh, an ether current. Very nice. I don't know why I said that was so far away. Ooh, the sound. 375. To be fair, Clive and Joshua weren't really what you didn't like about 16 anyway. Come on now, don't hate her that much. It's not like Wuklamad is FF16. To be fair, Clive and Joshua weren't really what you didn't like about FF16 anyway. Facts. That's facts, dude. You didn't like the movie style, pointless drivel, side quests, you know, The gear upgrading in the base game sucked. And yeah. Which, to be fair, I didn't like some of that stuff too. It was Ultima all along really killed things for me personally. Yeah, it was a very, very generic story. Very generic Final Fantasy. Which I think, I don't know, I think that's a positive and a negative, you know? It's like you have familiarity, right? And that's cool, and FF fans are gonna like that. But stylization-wise, this grimmer, darker, like, you know, medieval era style, I think was very much a departure from the typical Final Fantasy vibe. And maybe that's wrong, but I feel like Final Fantasy is typically set in the future or more futuristic-esque style situations. There are RPG ones where it's maybe a little less so. I'd say those are more medieval feeling, like maybe 6, for instance. But they have Magitech, you know, they have like very advanced stuff, and even in that, right? So I think that FF16 just felt like they took like an old English medieval setting and like mixed it in with traditional Final Fantasy tropes, and it didn't feel as good. It was a return to FF 1 through 6. What? Jay, by that he means like swords and shields and magic and stuff like that. Whereas where like if you, not that that's not a thing in the other ones, but when you think about like the modernity, is that a right word? Modernness of the settings in 1 through, and I don't know them all, so don't take it from me, but when I think of 6 and maybe even 5, I feel like it's more castles and more forests and more caves and like, you know, I get what he's saying. It's like that classic, almost Zelda-esque, you know? Almost, yeah, like, I don't know, almost Zelda-esque. Okay, but literally FF1 has you fighting war mechs in a flying fortress? Right, I don't think that they're all gonna perfectly align with that statement, but I think maybe more the general setting and vibe, I don't know, because I haven't played it, compared to FF16. He's not, I think that's really like just the core of it, is just like, it's just being compared to FF16, because FF16 is just undeniably very much medieval, you know? They don't have the kind of technology that you find in those other settings. So Chad, he hasn't played FF1? Look, it doesn't get good praise. It doesn't get high praise. FF1 and 2 aren't fun. 3 is barely fun. I'm a hyper fan and I will say so. Except for FF16, weirdly, and FF15's weird too. So the FF games that I have played, chat, from beginning to end, is 6, 7, Reunion? No. Yes. What's it called? Crisis Core Reunion. I played 7 Remake. I played like a third of 7 Rebirth. I played 10. I've played 10-2. I've played 14 and I've played 16. And 4. So I've played a lot. And I've played a lot of them. But I still have to play 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I don't have to. I play 1. So Chrono Trigger, first of all. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 12. I own 13, all 3 of them. And I own 15. I don't know if I'll ever get around to playing them. Alec, I think that one was fine, bro. I think I'm already aware of what Renona said. Jay and I have already talked about this. That FF9 definitely is a big inspiration here. I mean, the very name of Solution 9 is a reference to the game's main hero. So, unfortunately, you know, there are going to be references that I'm just not going to get. So, you know, it just is what it is. I just didn't get around to it before Dawntrail came. I didn't realize it was going to be so FF9 inspired, so. Finished speaking with Hunmuruk, have you? I have. Upon speaking with Wuklamot, cutscenes are playing. Duty calls, commence battle for taking a stand. Oh, here we go. It's time. It's time to get in a fucking fight. You're back. So what did Hunmuruk want? It's alright. You don't have to say. More importantly, the Tienbeck Traverse still isn't clear yet. Something about even more rocks. And I think I'll take the opportunity to rest. All that cooking and preparing for it has worn me out. Boom, boom, boom. A nap does sound tempting. Okay, then keep your secrets, Gandalf. A moment, promise. What the fuck do you want? You want a Bakul Jajaz? What do you want? I've come to fetch you. You're welcome to refuse, but know that it would be most unwise. And why's that? I'm sure your salted friend has an idea. What do you think? And they say, house cats don't come when called. Follow me, promise. Boy, this person really is obsessed with trying to do this, huh? They are. I don't get. The follow bot shit's weird. I just ignore it. Salted friend.
What is the meaning of this?
Thank
and
God.
Just how far do you plan on taking us?
It was a fucking ambush!
Oh, Morok! Bakul Jaja, you snake! If you want my keystone so badly, you deal with me and me alone. Leave the Elector out of this.
Is that all you think he is? Foolish kitty! This man is the reason we are here. Take a good look at him. Go on, look. Surely you recognize your real father.
Don't believe us? Then ask your trusted Sellsworth. She heard it straight from the old man's mouth.
Fuck you.
Is it true? Is Humuruk my...
Not how you should have found out? But yes.
Your silence says it all.
Now that you understand the situation, let's see those keystones. I'll even let you fight for them. Just you and me. If that adventurer attempts to interfere, I'll kill the old man myself!
You're a fucking coward. I fucking hate this guy.
You despicable, heartless fiend! Kinsman or no, I won't stand for you taking hostages! Come on then! You wanna fight? I'll give you a fight!
Do I get to play as Wuklamad here?
Oh, such heroic caterwauling promise. I'm shaking. Guard our hostage well. We wouldn't want to attempt any thoughts of rescue.
When my other friends show up, you're fucked.
By the by, house cat, they've been instructed to put down Papa Dearest when you lose. Hopefully he settled his affairs.
Don't worry. I'm not losing to the likes of him.
Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, I guess because I'll be piloting you.
What are you waiting for, you blessed bastards? It's 2 against 1.
When
Don't tell
Azam's
me you're
piloting
scared.
the meat mech. That's when you'll win.
No, I didn't hear you right.
Struck a nerve with that one. Cowards don't stand a chance against Wuklamad. That is so corny. You should back down before you get hurt. Don't worry, the scary adventurer won't try anything funny. I know you're worried about me.
Foreign scum! Who are you to mock me? I'll kill you, kill you all!
He's mad, bro.
Don't look away, son. I want you to watch as I tear your beloved promise to shreds!
Hey, eyes on me. The house cat, remember? I'll say it again. I'm not losing to the likes of you.
Very Ardbert-esque right there.
I'm going to become Dawn's servant, and I will protect my people.
Oh, in this battle, you will play as Wuklamad. Look at the lighting in this scene. What the fuck? Through skillful combat, Wuklamad will gain the resolve she needs to unleash powerful limit breaks. Ah, I see. Not only do these attacks deal great damage, but they recover your HP. Limit breaks, dynamis, eh?
Come, you mangy house cat, so I can rip you to pieces! I'll cut you to shreds!
My magic should be more than enough for Miss Mittens.
I'll make you eat dirt!
No more tricks, Bakul Chaja. We're settling this here and now.
Still playing the part of the brave warrior? This mittens is no longer amusing me, brother.
This right
Dawn
has taught
lit
me so
conviction.
much. About my nation,
was cool.
my people, and myself.
What? Can't keep up.
How do you like this?
Shadow siblings.
Kill, kitty, 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 kitty.
I finally understand what it means to live in peace.
It's kind of
Greet each day in safety and happiness.
kind of a weird dialogue during this.
Irritating pest!
He's getting all pissed as fuck. He's like, shut up.
We finished her, brother. This is the end for you.
She loves peas. She really does.
Know your place.
It's not enough to claim the title of Dawn's servant. I must carry on Papa's legacy, his love for our people.
I'll grind you beneath my heel. Flea-ridden upstart! Why won't you die?
Thank you, chat. Appreciate it.
Fine. I'll show you the true power of the Blessed.
I will be the next Dawn servant, and I'll protect my people's happiness to the last.
That was pretty cool.
That's why there's no way I'll ever lose to the light of you!
What? But that was everything I had! I can't stand it anymore!
We got ourselves a little warrior of light over here, chat.
This is our fight! Stay out of it! You bring shame upon us!
Fuck!
You think we care about your stupid pride? This is for Mamuk! We cannot lose!
Oh, the great Bakul Jaja needs help, I see. Send your whole army. You still won't win. I will prove that my allies are right to believe in me.
Such confidence! What changed? She wasn't like this before!
I love their reaction to it. It's pretty funny. That was cool. Yeah, he was telling them not to interfere. He was yelling at them. He was telling them stay out of the fight. But they freaked out because he was losing. Thanks, Taro. I'll be taking that back. Thanks. It didn't have to be this way. You could be so much more than what you choose to be. It's a shame.
I reclaim what you stole.
No. How can this be?
And by pursuing honor for
could
your
that puny house
people,
beat all of us?
you do the exact opposite.
You've caused nothing but trouble with your dirty tricks. Threatening the Hanu, releasing Valyarmanda, harassing me is one thing, but you've endangered too many innocents. No more, Bakul Jaja. I will not stand
3
for it.
months already.
If you even think of tormenting my people again, you will answer to me.
No. No. And he goes and forgets he had the way blocked.
What was that he...
That was his doing?
What was that he saw? Were those like urns?
The only part left in the saga is the Lay of the Brotherhood in Mamuk.
They're like urns or vessels of
The
some
plan
kind.
was to force you here so we could take the rest of your keystones.
So that's what he was up to. But, should you be telling us this?
What does it matter? You've beaten us. It's over. We'll release the hostage.
Thanks. These guys aren't so bad. You got a big brutish leader pushing you around all the time. What are you supposed to do?
I'm sorry. I was careless.
Are you all right?
Feels like the only one taking it serious was Bakul Jaja. I agree. That's the vibe they just gave off.
So what Bakul Jaja said about you and me.
They seemed ready to give up a while ago.
But to single-handedly defeat Bakul Jaja, you truly are the Dawn Servant's daughter.
It has been my honor to bear witness to your journey. Promise.
Promise. Yes. That's what I am. I'm Gulul Jaja's daughter, and Tuli Hyolal's next Dawn servant. Come on. Let's rejoin the others.
They're so dead set on winning, yet aren't that bad. Does that mean there's a reason? Probably the plight of their people, which has more than likely gone ignored. And so I would imagine he's fighting with such desperation because he's probably trying to do good things for his people, you know? But he's just going about it in the wrong way. Yo, someone got banned. Damn! It's hard to catch a ban, bro. You must have done some dumbass shit. Oof. Did something happen while you were away? There's a certain satisfied air about you. Erenville's tour was both educational and exciting. I hope we can persuade him to conduct another in the lower forests. For as weathered as our promise looks, she's positively glowing with confidence. What in the world... What in the world happened? She unlocked her Warrior of Light powers. The twins ran from me. The twins ran me from one end of the Utoma horizon to the other, asking about everything of remote interest along the way. Yeah, that's what they do. Sorry, I'm like... drank the soda and now I'm like fucked up, bro. He was being a transphobe, so... Oh, really? Definitely do not read it. That was beyond just not reading, that was intentional. Oh yeah, guys, that's a very real thing. Welcome to the internet. Welcome to the internet. Yeah. It was spoiler 2. Oh no, I get that. WoW maintenance got extended to 6 PST. Oh my god. Yeah, we picked the right fucking game today. We picked the right game today. In terms of the VOD that you put up, by the way, Jay, obviously just this most recent one where I've actually been able to play should go up. That other shit. I mean, if the React stuff you can use, obviously I figured you obviously will, but don't use any of that other shit. In terms of like before this is working. Seems we were last to return. I'm glad everyone made it back safely. Thank you for having faith in me. Keeping out of the fight even when it got dirty couldn't have been easy for you. But Bakul Jaja won't be the last person to threaten those I care about. I wanted to prove to myself that I can stand up to such villains, even when I stand alone. Ah, Wuklamat, stop, dude. They're intentionally doing things to make you think about Ardbert with Wuklamat. The way she stood with her axe. This. Dude. Yeah. Which isn't to say I won't ask for your help when I need it, of course. I know better than that now. Taking a stand. I guarantee warbands will be broken for a good while, probably. A system like that needs a little time to... Earlier in the Second Promises camp.
The passage to Mamuk remains blocked. For now, all we can do is try to rest and recover. Perhaps with a meal, as my sister would no doubt suggest. Shall we borrow the kitchens and prepare some Xibruq pibil?
Fancred laughed but didn't make any sound.
A liking to the dish.
Only Uriel J made a laughing sound even though they both laughed.
As we learn to appreciate the unfamiliar, 'tis only natural that we develop new affinities.
Cats
There is
want
no
tacos,
shame
the
in
cats
this.
want tacos, the cats want tacos.
But there
Catfish
is in
tacos?
ignorance. I had barely considered what the people of Tuliolal hold dear. What hopes they harbor for the future.
You just wanted to bring them technology
Our
to
nation
enrich
is
their
built
lives.
upon the bonds that Father forged during his journey across Tural.
Not technology.
But so single-minded have I been in my advocacy of foreign innovations that I failed to understand my own people.
That's how you end up getting colonized, bro. You gotta be careful.
Could someone who struggles to connect with the populace ever make a worthy Dawn servant?
Such self-reflection. God, this character's good.
Such
To understand and connect
self-reflection.
with people is by no means easy. But there is something you can do to pave the way.
Thancred, shut up and take your pants off.
Let them see you for who you really are.
Sorry.
What makes you laugh and cry and rage.
I've never raged in my
That
life.
sort of honesty is the first step towards mutual understanding.
Or cried.
And connection.
Or laughed.
Understanding begets fellowship, as my father said. And yet, what you suggest does not come naturally to me.
The music.
I, too, have found it difficult to speak from the heart. In thy struggles, I see mine own.
Look at this.
Painful in their
Look at this
familiarity.
masculinity around this fire right now, dude.
Yet frightening though it may feel, if we are to move forward, we must indeed take that first step. Dispense with pretense and simply be.
This is why you love the boys.
Do you remember when you first approached us, and we asked you why you wanted to become Dawn Servant? You said you wished to use the knowledge you acquired in Sharlayan for your country, and in doing so repay your father for the opportunities he afforded you. What won me over was not your ambition, but your motivation. So let your people know this, and in time, they'll come to support you as we do. You can't hide behind that stoicism forever.
Take it from Thancred.
Very well then. I will make a greater effort to be myself. By not being my usual self so much.
I cannot imagine the best friend. Dude, could you imagine if Grahatia was involved in this? The fucking the bros. I could just imagine it, right? I could just imagine it. One with the red hair, one with the green hair, bro. The fan art would be both inspiring and disturbing. Tell you that right now. Well, come on, peace. Gonna chatifies. Imagine the backlash if that scene was in WoW. You'd be like, oh, it's so gay. Backlash, why? Tenebrae. Grahatia and Graha Blast together forever. Bahatia and Grahatia. Graha and Kona on the screen at the same time. The fans will literally explode. Why are you implying that it doesn't already exist? You say that as though such fan art isn't already made? Yeah, I know. I think I knew that. See, I think I knew that. I just didn't want to accept it. Because people want WoW to just be manly men grunting at each other. Oh, that's fucking funny. Okay. Into the Traverse. Wuklamont wishes to know how traversable the Tienbeck Traverse is. I've got a little soft spot for Bakul Jaja. I feel like I see a very frustrated a very frustrated person who feels slighted and feels that their traditions were slighted. And it's ironic because a lot of what we're doing is going around and focusing on these traditions and these cultures, right? And I feel that very little focus has been put on the traditions and cultures of like, you know, a Mamuk or whatever, right? His people, where he comes from. What are they struggling with? What's their status right now? You know? And like I said, perhaps that's why Bakul Jaja is so driven to do these things, you know? You always have a choice. You gotta make the right decision. You know, you gotta make the right decision. But when you're desperate, you sometimes do things that you wouldn't normally do. And that's why I keep saying that Bakul Jaja is such a letdown, because he could be so much more than what he chooses to be. And maybe he feels that he didn't have a choice, that this is just who he's had to be, you know? Chosen one, right? Like, you gotta represent your clan and do what you can to, like, have them represented in the throne or whatever. And so, you know, I get it. I get it. I feel like ultimately with that, we're gonna have to come upon that, because there are people here too. And maybe they feel like they're drowning a little bit and they don't know what to do. Or, you know, because we're not really respecting or understanding their traditions and those things, you know, it's not really working very well. And ultimately, I'm seeing Kona, you know, obviously align with Wuk Lamat. Zaril's very interesting to me. Zoral. The other one's Surreal, I think. I think he's obviously got some dark stuff going on within him, but I think he is cognizant of some of these wisdoms that he's been forced to confront. I think Zoral Ja, is seeing some of these situations, and although it frustrates him and he might be jealous or envious, I think he realizes some of it. Like, the way he just kind of stays silent through these things, but then Kryle's saying he's like having dark thoughts about Wuk Lamat, which is like, ugh. So he's like silent, you know, he doesn't like lash out like Bakul does, but that's not necessarily a good thing, you know? Loose cannon type shit where like, it's building and building and building, and unlike Bakul Jaja, who loses his temper consistently, if Zoral keeps letting it build, by the time that he lets it out, it might be real dark. Something really fucking bad. Just like letting this hate fester inside of him. I just think, yeah, that's not a good thing at all. So, as much as Bakul is made to look like probably the more villainous of the two, I think they've also obviously made points that Zoral has some dark shit going on under the scenes, so I think that they will probably transition away from Bakul Jaja being the bad guy and us gaining an understanding of his perspective and why he is acting the way that he is. I think his flashback right there and him running away is like pretty telling that they have more to tell with him. He's been painted as relatively one-dimensional so far, an antagonist. And I think that good antagonists are very relatable, aren't they? And this game is one of the games that taught me that. Not all of them. Well, you know, Kefka's not relatable, still a good antagonist, but, you know, Emmett, for instance. You gotta... Sometimes it befits a villain to break down some of those walls and show you who they really are. And that, you know... I think that's important. You gotta give people their fair shot, and there's something about Bakul Jaja that I see him and it makes me so angry, but they've left the hints throughout this story, I think, very well about why, you know? So we'll see. So what's the state of the Tienbeck Traverse? Still being cleared, I assume. Rook said he would... Excuse me, goodness. Notify us as soon as work was done. Go away, Pants. I don't want you to unplug my fucking computer. Get the fuck out of here. Don't you run over my drone. Automated drone! Don't run over my drone! Anyway. then perhaps now would be a good time to consider how we might reclaim Wuklamot's stolen keystone. The next feat will be our last, after all. There's also the milkman from Wurlit. Not relatable, but so cartoonishly evil. It was glorious when he died. Yeah, dude. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Yeah, that shit was fucking wicked. That was some of the most evil shit I've ever seen in a video game, dude. That was sinister, top to bottom, which I thought was compelling. Fuck it, let him just be sick. This guy was so clearly sick. Valent van Veros was fucking sick. So yeah. Oh, I already got it back. Wait, she got what back? Oh, right, they don't know that she fought Bakul Jaja. What? When? Not to mention how. This is Bakul Jaja we're talking about. Yeah, I basically was fighting him and then my emotions powered up my resolve and then I did a limit break doing Dynamis and so I'm a warrior of light. So I taught him a lesson and took my keystone back. You bested Bakul Jaja in single combat? Bravo! More than that, I'll say, she beat Bakul Jaja and like 15 of his cronies. It's fucking crazy. What can I say? I've had good friends to encourage and cheer me on. That's a good message, obviously. The Warrior of Light's present, serving as a beacon of hope for everyone. Don't mind if I do, I'm just fucking awesome over here. There you are. Our excavators have contacted me with news of their success. The Dienbeck Traverse is now safe for travel. I don't know what voice that was. Then we can finally make for Mamuk. It's about time. It's about time. Come to think of it, isn't it Bakul Jaja's home? We can only hope its residents don't share his winning personality. If it is indeed the city where Ket and Rom first met the Dawn Servant, surely some civility awaits us. Surely. I would not be so certain. It is true that the Dawn Servant received Ket and Rom and Mamuk, and was instrumental in the establishment of friendly relations between the Xibral and Mamulja. But since that time, most of the Mamulja who supported his peace have left their city in favor of abiding in the capital. There it is. Their people is literally migrating away, and those that are not are struggling. And they probably want the throne because if they don't get it, it might be real bad. What remains is a cloister of Mamuk, and while these traditionalists do not take up arms against us, neither do they bear great love for outsiders. Whatever they're like, the people of Mamuk are also of Turiolal. If I'm to be Dawn Servant, it's my job to know them first of all. You're so predictable and a good-hearted Wuklamot. It's so annoying. Well, we'll be on our way then. I'm glad I could learn about where I came from and eat so much Xibruk Bebil besides. Thank you for everything, Hanmuruk. Till next time, take care. Till next time, let's get the fuck out of here, bro. She's so simple. Some of us are easy to read. First, we make our way across the Shobrit Cinderfield, due southeast. The writer of Sorrows of Warlit wrote half the MSQ. Yeah, I fucking hate you. Fuck. I didn't hear it until just now. I got almost 5 levels into MSQ before you fucking got me with it. You're such a cock. You're such a cock, Jay. Fuck. How you have grown indeed. He sounds like Sinister now. God damn it, dude. I could have gone my whole life without hearing it. Fuck. That's fucked up, dude. I want you to know. You've caused me irrevocable pain and suffering. And as a result, I'm gonna go have to use the restroom. I'm turning into a robot. I hate your face. Yeah, I have a wireless 8-bit Duke controller as well. I don't think it's that one, but it's a white one, and it's their ultimate controller. It works really nicely. It comes with this magnetic charging station that also no, it doesn't serve as its wireless adapter, but it really should. Well, no, it shouldn't, because then if you don't want to use, I don't know. Anyway, it has a separate USB wireless adapter, but I think it's also Bluetooth, so you can use it on like your phone or whatever. And then, yeah, when you take it off, it's just like one quick button press, and it just like quickly connects. It's fast as fuck. And then, when you're done, you just put it back on the charger, and it just like disconnects it and just starts charging it again. It's really nice. Hey, Pyromancer, did you see that someone was doing a video game racism in the FFXIB subreddit? I don't really read the subreddit, no, I'm not really. I know that's something you're passionate about. I mean, I'm passionate about it, yes, but I don't really like seek out conflict regarding it, you know? I don't like read the Reddit for that kind of thing. You know, I don't. If it in some way involves me or like the game that I'm playing, or if it's like a figure in the WoW or in the FF community that like says something, then that's one thing, but it's not really something I like seek out, you know. Aiming high. Tiad Ro seems to be taking your measure from afar and appears pleased with what he sees. Oh yeah? Hello there, Pyro. You don't know me, but I've seen you keeping company with the Third Promise. I've been wanting to speak with you, if you have a moment. My name's Tiad Ro, and I'm a hunter here. Well, almost a hunter. I have need of a strong arm to accompany me on my next foray, and I'd be honored if it belonged to one of Wuklamat's mighty companions. I know you must be a busy woman, but everyone else has their own duties to attend to. Yeah, I don't have anything going on, you're right. And our village has a rule that none can hunt alone. I'd be forever grateful if you join me. I'm here just for this. Just tell me what to kill. Why does it have to be me? Why does it have to be me? Well, I need to take every chance I have to gain experience if I want to be accepted by the more senior hunters. And working with you is sure to be enlightening. Oh, they might also just be trolling as well. That person might be acting like an asshole. There is another interpretation to what they said, where they're taking a jab at me by using the term video game racism, and that it's something that I'm passionate about. There are different interpretations to that, so that person could be being an asshole. That's another interpretation. I'm just not sure. I don't know. Great, then let's be off. The hunting grounds are to the north. See you there. No, asshole? Okay, thanks for clarifying. I wasn't sure how to interpret that. Because there were, yeah. I just remember the whole Lala situation, and people were fucking, that was a weird situation that involved terms like video game racism. So, yeah. Our quarry is Tietia. They're quick and clever, and a challenge for any hunter. But their meat is tasty enough to make all the trouble worth it. They're partial to tree sap, so they're often up among the branches nibbling away. If we wait at the base of a tree covered in the stuff, they'll probably come down to defend their score. Of course, they aren't the only animals roaming the wilds. The stealthy Vatsaral, Brash have made meals of more than one innocent soul. So keep an eye out, okay? I'll try the nearby trees. You should go a bit deeper into the forest so we can cover more ground. Meet back here once you're done, and good luck, Pyro. Man, fuck! I'm wandering around in a motherfucking forest. Looking up shit. I don't want to fucking... You said... Oh, fuck. Such a banger. I love the fucking fight music of this expansion, I'm gonna be honest. It might be my favorite fight music maybe ever. 300 yalms northeast. Bull fucking shit, dude. Fucking shit, dude. Oh crap, I forgot to paint ahead of time. I know that tone. Yeah. Yeah, you start casting your fucking landscape motif and it's like... and it's done. Takes forever. Yeah, it's tough. That's a dope mount, thanks. It transforms into a fucking phoenix when you fly into the air. You made it. I've only just returned myself and I'm eager to compare our catches. I brought a fucking giant tiger, bro. Fucking king of the jungle, dude. What? This is a Vosteral Brash. You went against it alone and won? I know this isn't exactly what I was looking for, but like I said, these pose a danger to the whole village. Having one fewer hungry Brash out there is something we can all be thankful for. I had a feeling about you, and I'm glad to know I was right. I'm sure they'll let us attempt the trial after this. Every single track's a banger. Huh. I suppose I ought to explain. You see, there's a reason I'm so keen to gain experience as a hunter. I want to join the Brethren of Brash, but they won't accept just anybody. No, only hunters with finely honed skills and intuition are even considered. We'll come back for these side quests. Some of them are really interesting. I still remember the day I decided I would be one of them. I was young, foolish, and thought I could hunt on my own in defiance of the rules. Then a beast snuck up on me, its fangs bared. I thought I was done for. But then, I took an arrow to the knee. An arrow struck it down. It was one of the Brethren of Brash. He saved me. And ever since, I've wanted to do the same. To watch over the forest and keep it a safe place for others. I can't think of a better way to spend my days. Their trial is conducted in pairs. I'd ask one of the Brethren to assist me, but all of them have been so busy lately. They aren't forthcoming with the details, but I've gathered that the beasts of the forest have been behaving strangely lately. Either way, they have bigger things to worry about than the ambitions of a novice. But you're as good as any of them. If we do the trial together, we're sure to make it through. Please say you'll help me. This is my chance to finally be of use. The trial's as good as done. Thanks, Lacey. That's what I wanted to hear. There's no one else I'd rather have. This brings me one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. Dude, I cannot stop. I can't stop! This brings me one step closer to my dream, and I have to do everything in my power to go the rest of the way. Aiming high. Like Sylvanas. Tough. Sorry, Tiaro. Another time, my friend. Another time. I'm just here. I'm just here for my ether currents. He seems sincere, but I can't shake the feeling he's lying. Crimson Cenote. That's intriguing, but... Ugh, man, some of these are really intriguing, I'm gonna be honest. But MSQ. MSQ awaits. And also flying. These will be easier if I can just fly around. But I don't have the bottom half of the zone, so I won't be able to fly for a long time anyway. This is the first set of flying quests. But I'm about to go to the bottom half of the zone, so it won't be too much longer. What the fuck are some of these names, bro? Jolie Selvas? Jolie Selvas? What the fuck? What the fuck does that mean? Moshu Tura Zuj? Gol Majik Grove? Mamuk? Mashuk Relanuk. I like that one. Mashuk Relanuk. Sanote Jayunja. Jayunja. Whetstone. Wow. Gok Drak Descent. The sky deep cenote. The sky deep cenote. The what? The goddamn what now? The cerulean seshudros. Fuck it. Blue eyes. I almost said adobe. Blue eyes adobe. Blue eyes abode. Abode? Stienbeck Soli. These are some names, bro. I fucks with it. Making me really have to... I don't know what that was. You know, do the tonguey flaps. Flappy tongues. Whatever they call it. You know. They really make us feel like foreigners with these naming conventions? No, that's how it should be. I don't give a fuck. I think it's cool. Secrets in the Cinderfield. The young Xibruqin needs someone to follow a suspicious individual. Oh there, friend. No. Oh there, friend. I require someone with a stealthy trend to help me shed light on a little mystery. Stealthy tread. Interested in a bit of work? Recently, I've observed one of the older residents of Xibruqin coming and going from the Xibruqin Cinderfield. Quite unusual, since that place is nothing but a barren wasteland, ravaged by war. Of course, I don't want to be seen prying into private matters, so I can't ask the others about it. But if he's up to no good, I need to know about it. Will you follow him for me? He usually makes his regular journey to the Cinderfield around this time. Once you find him, stick to his tail, but don't get too close. Or else this'll all be for nothing. So I'm just gonna stalk someone? Okay. Can you do me a favor and just, like, follow this person without them knowing it because I'm slightly suspicious of them? Wow. Wow. I was tempted to not bother adding all the Mesoamerican names to the restricted list because chances were that people would typo them anyway. That's a fair point, honestly. Casual stalking. Yeah, just... Oh, right. I have to get a thing up here. I'm missing a fucking thingy, a didgeridoo. I'm missing a didgeridoo. I'm missing a right didgeridoo. Up here for the northwest, eh? Gotta find my way up here and, you know. Gotta get a little wind thing collected so I can fly later. Pretty important. Dirigible landing. No, but actually, we're going past the dirigibles. I think that is fine. I'm from Mexico, speak Spanish. I can't remember any of Nahuatl names in FF14. Nahuatl. At least, I don't know, some of them I have an easier time pronouncing than others. That's for certain. Do you have flying in any new zone yet? Yep. I do. I have it in the first one. I know I have it in at least one zone, perhaps two. I think I have it in the first two zones. I haven't left a zone, you know, without doing, you know, all of it. So. This is a long road, long run. 783 yalms south, so that's got to be down there. Pretty far. Yoktiel is definitely my favorite zone. Shokyon Madig? Stop. Welcome to the jungle. It's all fun and games. Mesoamerican inspiration was such a great choice for the sex pack. I agree. I love the architecture so far. I can't wait to see more of it. Honestly, what the fuck is that? Is that a fucking cat? The fuck? Star Crier. That's level 100. So we don't attack that. That will fuck us up. That's an A rank? Sure is. Sure is. S ranks are bigger than that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're usually huge. S ranks are big, and you can see them from a real long distance. You can like see them across the fucking zone. Lick it. Pet it gently. Are we still talking about the A rank? Quick, quick, use the alpaca saddle. It will work. There we go. Whoa. Wait, what's an A rank? It's a rare. Very inconspicuous. See you, Lacey. Thanks for stopping by and chatting. Appreciate it. But who did it first? Perfectly hidden.
Is someone there?
It's just my imagination. Sick follow bot, dude. Sick follow bot. Must have been the wind. Boom, 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 boom,
Please, do not let me be discovered. Do not let me be discovered. You will find me. Oh, fuck. I feel eyes on my back. Do you? Do you?
Must have been the wind. Like peeking my head and shit. Pyro was the follow bot all along.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. What the fuck? The fuck?
That must be another mark. Hunt mark. Hunt. You know, stalking is kind of dumb even without the dialogue. It'd be a boss fate. Yeah, that's what it is.
I'd better hurry.
Damn right you should. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, it's more like ding 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 ding. Are you fucking kidding me? I could have been on a mount the whole fucking time. Stupid.
The fuck? The fuck you doing?
The goods are in place. Now I just have to collect. What are you doing?
Busted, huh? Are you dealing? You peddling with outside traders to provide for your people? How dare you, you piece of shit?
Alright, no one saw me. I just have to wait until the goods get here. Maybe I'll be home in time for dinner. What are you doing? What?
Did you follow me here? I guess I wasn't as sneaky as I thought. But I'm not doing anything wrong, despite how this looks. I'm trading with Mamuk. Bro. All under the blessing of Hanmuruk. We have to be secretive about it, though. You see, we deliver valuable foodstuffs to Mamuk. Meats and vegetables that are hard to come by in the parts of the woods. In their parts of the woods. In return, we get Jatika bananas. Each party leaves their goods in carts and collects them when the other is out of sight. For a while after hostilities ceased, trade didn't have to be so cloak and dagger. Many of the Mamulja who are willing to embrace change have left for Tuliolal, and those who remain bear old grudges. So we chose a path of discretion. Of course, I don't blame the people of Mamuk. Even in Ikbrash, there are those who can't forget the past. Trading like this appeases both sides, even though our dealings aren't exactly unknown to most. I take it the one who asked you to follow me was young, yes? Too young to know to overlook an old man wandering into these blasted wastes. Henny Road, it's time I took my goods and returned home. If you could tell that lass you lost sight of me, I'd be grateful. She'll accept the truth more easily if she discovers it for herself. Hey, there's MSQ. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Sorry. It'll be faster if I do this one. It's actually faster if I go from here. Even funny when you have your chocobo following you, you can have your whole ass bow out in plain view and they won't notice that either, yeah. The fact you can mount during these kinds of quests kind of defeats the purpose of them, unfortunately. All right, here we go. Alright. Still level 94. Okay. I'm not even halfway done with MSQ. That's actually crazy. This MSQ is long as fuck, dude. If the second half is as long and more of a banger, then we're in for a pretty sick ride, dude. Yakawak Soli. Dude. Dude. Who you know can hit it like that, dude? Fucking, Hit him with the fucking quick. Oh, dude. Ooh. Ooh. Hit him with that. Hit him with that. Oh, shit, dude. Stunts. Should not be having this much fun. Anyway. I wish you could do like a wheelie on this bitch. That'd be sick. What? Just fucking wheeling around. Sick air, bro. Do a kickflip. You returned. Did you find out where he was going? He was secretly trading with Mamuk. He was too quick for me. Really? Well, these things happen, I suppose. Nevertheless, I thank you for trying. Truth be told, I do have a theory as to what he's up to. You see, every once in a while I'll spot people feasting on Jatika bananas. I never say where they got them from, but if that man is venturing into the lower forest, he could be the one smuggling them. But it's too soon to go around making accusations. I'll keep looking into the matter until I find the truth. Let's both keep quiet about this, eh? And as promised, you deserve a reward for your time. Safe travels. That was nice. I like that. That's nice. I feel like they're given really nice flavor in each of these side quests. That one was really good. I had a feeling that that's what he was doing. I mean... I literally said that that's what he was doing immediately before he admitted that that's what he was doing. So, I'm not surprised. I think that they're
they're hitting some of these things really well in terms of like secret trade and stuff, you know? Doing what might not be openly socially accepted or understood out of necessity for the health and betterment of your people. You know, not letting your pride and stuff like that get in the way of being able to trade with those, you know, who need it. Especially if you're one of them. So this guy's just here alone. A lone quest. Unnerved hunter. Is that the same guy from earlier? I think it is. It looks just like him. Secret bananas. They're almost all pretty flavorful. Yeah. It looks like he's smuggling a banana in his pants. NPCs be like, what the fuck is she doing? These quests are clearly banana flavored, but is it Gros Michel or Cavendish? What the fuck? I know all the past stuff is over, but I wonder if anything elegant is hidden in this continent. I mean, I think that there are probably things very similar to Alligans that are over here, if not Alligans themselves. Similar peoples, different parts of the worlds. Probably whoever created Solution 9, if it is what I think it is. If you're looking for fun side quests, I think the Gathering role quest was pretty good. Oh yeah, I'll get around to that. That's something I'll do after MSQ. Aren't all bananas the same clone banana these days? Yeah, the one from Mario Kart. I wonder if the first and second promises have already arrived in Mamuk. I filled my bag with Xibruqin before we left, but I'm down to my last serving already. Oh my god, Wuklamat. You are such a fucking shonen anime main character. You really fucking are. It's actually fucking insane. Constantly stuffing her face. Ditzy, lucky, good heart, good allies. She's Goku at a buffet. Yeah, Goku ate like a motherfucker too. If Bakul Jaja ran in this direction after losing to Wuklamat, then he undoubtedly was returning to Mamuk. Oh boy, I hope he's not like... Oh boy. There might be pretty dire repercussions for him returning in failure. I didn't think about that yet. I mean, for him. After seeing that battlefield, I find it miraculous that the Dawn Servant was able to negotiate a peace. The traverse will bring us straight into the Jatika heartland. Remember how you insisted this forest is green? Well, here we go. Time to go to the pretty area. Taven Dory, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Palmia Official, thank you very much for the 4 months on the sub. Jordan Hilga, thank you very much for the 4 months on the sub as well. Sneaky Spud with the 4 months on the sub as well. Dark Volgen, 3 months already. Thank you very much. Hope I didn't miss those. I feel like they've been there for a while. Sorry about that. I forgot you saw the Solution 9 image in the live letter, probably with its cars. I don't know if I remember anything about cars. Let's just stop talking about it, you know? Let's just stop talking about it. I don't remember what I saw and what I didn't see, which I think is even better. This path is quite steep, isn't it? Let us take our time and descend safely. Yeah, because the only other civilization I'm aware of that had cars is the Garleans.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Oh, fuck yeah, it's my pleasure. Lock Rocker. Oh my god. Is that a 76-month streak? Imagine subbing for over 6 fucking years. That's insane. Like, that's pretty wild, dude. Thank you very, very much, bro. Since the Warlock video days, bro. This hippo circle's for you, bro. See that shit? This is fucking... You see that shit, bro? Yeah! That's just for you, dog. I spoke with one of the excavators on my way down. Apparently, Bakul Jaja cleared away the fallen tree remaining by barreling through it. That Wuklamat single-handedly defeated someone possessed of such physical might is nothing short of remarkable. Still, we ought to proceed with caution. There's no telling what his wounded pride might compel him to attempt. I wonder how ethereal... You know, we still haven't really... We ran into Valagarmanda. But we haven't, like... I wonder how etherically dense this place is compared to... Compared to... over here. I wonder if Dynamis is a little more powerful over here than Ether. There's nothing is using Ether over here, really. Besides, they're Etherites. They don't have a bunch of corrupted crystals. That shit comes from where we're from. Alice, hello. Erenville said this traverse was dug to facilitate incursions into the forests above. Intentions notwithstanding, you have to admire the dedication. It's pretty impressive. Okay. Maybe like a 8 or something? Oh, we're okay. Subterranean water caves. Caves. This is stuttering right there, dude. Fuck. Interesting. I wonder what could be hidden underground. Holy shit. Whoa. Damn. Damn. This looks like a fucking Elden Ring zone. I see a mark of grace over there. Damn. Isn't this Zangarmarsh? No, Zangarmarsh had giant mushrooms. This is almost more like Ardenweald. Speaking of ether crystals, I guess there are, it looked as though there might be large ether crystal style things jutting out of the mountain as well. There's lots of ether here, or at least corrupted ether. Fuck. Okay. Just look at this thing. What a vibrant glow. Alluring, isn't it? In more ways than one. Take my paring stone and hold it close to the glowing rock. In more ways than one. What is this, like an actually like enchanting forest? What the fuck is this? What do you mean? Paring stone. Geological properties. Tell me about it. As you hold the paring stone in the soft glow, it affixes itself to the boulder with surprising force. Paring stones are natural magnets, and that's a meteorite filled with iron. One of many remnants of an ancient meteor shower. The heterogeneous ether they emit causes surrounding flora to glow unique hues, as you can see. Heterogeneous ether. Heterogeneous ether. So these glowing boulders came plummeting down from the heavens? Vidral be merciful. So the Vidral, yeah. There you are. Blue! It's all blue! A far cry from the upper forests indeed. This place is already so fascinating. I'm eager to hear what the people of Mamuk can tell us about it. Keep running! We're almost there! Chick slapped herself in the face right there. Meteor? Oh no. I'm gonna ask a yes or no question here. Jay, feel free to answer this. Is this meteor shit a reference to 9? No? Don't believe so? Okay. Just making sure. Just trying to be sure there's not... Okay. Yeah, just making sure.